Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Elite Dangerous, and as I'm sitting here looking at a shield generator for my ASP that costs nearly 6 times as much, oh, not 6 times, 3 times as much as the ASP did, which is a little weird. But anyway, what I'm actually looking at today is torpedoes versus missiles. Now, I've never actually used torpedoes in this game before. I have used missiles, although I don't think I've done that on camera or on recording or anything like that. But yeah, so this should be kind of interesting. So you'll see these are actually all Class 1. That's simply because I don't have enough credits to buy 2 Class 2 missile racks. And I mean, I can actually get Class 2 Torpedo Pylons really easily if I go to the right weapon. We can actually see right there, they're only 44,000 credits for the launcher, which is extremely cheap for a Class 2 weapon. I mean, and I don't know why I got out of that because I still need to be in there. But if we scroll all the way down, you'll see a Class 2 missile rack is actually 500,000 credits, whereas, as we just saw, Torpedo Pylon was 44,000 credits. So that's a massive difference in price. So I've gone size 1 for everything. So you can see these are the dumbfire missile racks, because there are 2 different types of missile racks. We've got dumbfire and we've got heat-seeking. Heat-seeking, which is more than twice the price, I think. So I've decided to go with dumbfire because those are a lot closer to the price of the torpedo pylons. One other thing you'll notice on this screen, there's very little information about the torpedo pylons. Apparently they're heat-seeking torpedoes, but there's no damage details or anything like that, like you would get with, say, where's the other missiles? I'm blind. There they are, right there. You see we've got like damaged here, and you know we've got the damage meter and all that sort of thing. We just don't get the same amount of information. You can just see there. So, and there's other things that kind of lead me to believe this isn't quite finished, like the fact that it just says torpedo pylon bracket information. Yeah, maybe not the greatest. But anyway, so I guess we're just going to see how this goes. Right now I'm expecting missiles to come out on top, but maybe we'll be surprised. I'm not really sure. So I'll show you the way I've got this set up. I've got my fire groups ready here. So I'm still using 2 gimbaled beam lasers. I'll use those to probably take the shields down. We'll try to do this kind of like it's a real world situation instead of just some stupid weapons thing like I've done before. So we'll actually take the shields down with the beam lasers, then we'll fire our missiles. And so I'll give the missile racks a shot first, and then I'll do the torpedo pylons afterwards. And we'll just go to a nav beacon or something and try to find some ships. And one other thing that I need to do first is buy munitions. And you can see this is another reason I think the torpedoes are not going to be as good as missiles. That's not a lot of ammo. I mean, that could be 1 shot from each pylon and then you have to return to base. So I'm not quite sure. And 42,000 credits, that's not cheap in terms of ammunition for this game. But anyway, I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. I mean, for all I know, this could be good enough to take out an Anaconda once the shields are down. Like, I've got no idea. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But anyway, I'm just going to go to a nav beacon, and we'll see what we can see. And I should mention as well, the reason I'm going to a nav beacon instead of like hunting down a, like doing an Anaconda mission or something like that, is simply because this ASP in its current loadout, like with the current shields that it's got, it actually can't survive against one of those Anacondas. I mean, I've fought against them before in my Cobra and all that sort of thing back when I had that. And I'm actually going to overshoot this because I was just accelerating for some reason because I'm a massive idiot. But yeah, I mean, I've seen the way those the Anacondas work, and basically just with the shields this has, because this has E5 shields, right? It doesn't actually come with like even E6 shields, so those shields just aren't good enough, I don't think. And that's why I haven't gone out there. It's also it can be a real pain tracking down them because you got to go to the USSs, and that can take forever if you've got bad luck. And sometimes you'll find it in 5 minutes. Sometimes you'll just be flying around USSs for 30 minutes or something. So yeah, so we're here at the nav beacon. We'll try and find some like the same sort of ships to target. So maybe some wanted Cobras or something like that. We've got a wanted Type 6 there. Let's see if this other Type 6 has a bounty as well. I mean, it can take a while getting things the way you want them in combat zones or nav beacons. See, I'll probably ignore most of these ships flying around. Oh, this might take a little bit. Okay, so we've got this Viper here who is deadly and wanted, and I'm actually going to go after him with the missile racks just because he is one of the first enemies I've seen in quite a long time and I'm extremely bored. Maybe not the best reason, but still. So let's concentrate on taking his shields down first with the beam laser, and then we'll try and get a few missiles off at him once I can actually get in range. Sorry about that, that was TrackIR just glitching out a bit there. But let's open up on this guy, so there we go. The Viper, of course, has pretty strong shields, so we'll have to take those down. It takes a little bit longer than some of the other ships. But there we go. And now, goddammit TrackIR, now I just got to get my reticle right on him. Or right on the lead indicator, I should say. And I'll probably try to fire this missile when he's a bit closer. So, there we go. Oh, I missed. Now that's the good thing about using these missiles, even though they're dumbfires, so you do have that chance of them missing. I have enough of them that I can fire a few. Obviously, this isn't the best example because this security, I think it's security anyway. No, it's just another Viper, but he's really taking this guy down. He's down to 50% already. So let me see if I can get a shot off. That's not going to hit him. Of course, he's 2 kilometers away now, so that's quite a long range really for missiles. Let's see if this... no, that's not going to work. He's down to 47%, but I'm getting a good chance at a shot here if I can ever get a beat on him. No. God damn it, Asper's the wrong ship to be flying for this. It's just a bit too slow. I've actually put a little bit of power to the engines. There we go. Oh, did his shields come up just before I hit him? That is really annoying. Okay, let's take them down. There we go. I can't actually see my lead indicator. It's a miss because I'm a massive idiot. Oh, that hit him. He's down to 5%. Okay, that's pretty close. I think this guy must be using turrets. That or he was actually flying the other direction. Like flying backwards or something. Oh, there we go. He's dead. I finished him off with the beam lasers, but that was a good bit of damage. From the missile racks. Probably not as much as I would have hoped for, honestly. I mean, I think we took him from what, maybe 45% down to 5%. So I mean, on a Viper, it's pretty good damage, but I'll be honest, I was hoping for more. But, I mean, that was only what, how many missiles actually hit? We hit him with 4 missiles, but I think 2 of them might have actually hit the shields. So I'll have to look at that again. Yeah, that's kind of hard to say. But so I guess it is decent, like decent damage, given how many missiles we've actually got to fire. And I mean, I missed a few of those, but still. So against a larger target, like say, I don't know, say an asp, a python, anaconda, something like that, where it's a lot more difficult to actually miss the target. Like it's easier to get those shots in. That would probably have gone a lot better. But well, that's interesting. So you know what's next then? We'll have to find something to shoot our torpedoes at. Okay, so we've got this Cobra here who is wanted, and you can see my torpedoes are already locking onto him. So these are actually a very long range weapon. Now I've actually taken one of the torpedoes off of the firing group. The idea being, I have a feeling these are going to be pretty powerful weapons, so I actually want to see just what one torpedo can do. So let's get in here, and for some reason I'm actually missing, yeah, I don't have my beam lasers bound to this firing group, which is a little bit silly. There we go. So let's take this guy's shields down. And once they're down, we will pop him with a torpedo. Hopefully. Alright, here we go. Away it goes. Not travelling anywhere near as fast as the missiles by the looks of it. And okay, hit him. Took him down to 37%. Let's get him with the other one. And where did he go? That's what I get for playing around with my fire group settings in the middle of a fight. Going head on with him. I don't actually want to blind fire it. TrackIR fucks up yet again. It's just because I'm moving my head slightly out of the range of the sensors. But yeah, I didn't want to try blind firing that because this is a 15,000 credit torpedo. So I'd rather actually get the hit in. Alright, we've got a lock on. Let's see if it hits him before his shields recharge. He's already down to 20% health now. because other people are shooting at him, other NPCs I should say. Well, his shields came up and the torpedo took him down anyway, but he was down at 10% health by the time it actually hit him, so not the greatest test if I'm honest. But we did get to see what that first torpedo did, and that was pretty good damage. I'll be honest though, again, not as much as I would have liked. I mean, a 15,000 credit torpedo that did, what, 50% hull damage to a Cobra? It's good damage, there's no doubt about that, but it's not really worth it, is it? I mean, there are so many other weapons that are just so much more efficient, basically. And of course, that's both of my torpedoes gone. So, to be effective with those weapons, I need to go back to the station and buy some more. Now, I noticed that the Class 2 torpedoes, which are obviously the next size up, they actually carried 2 torpedoes instead of 1. But, I mean, it's not really a huge difference, is it? I mean, you get 2 more shots, but then you're still heading back to base. So, that's not great. But we do still have some more missiles. Let's take out this wanted Eagle. And Eagle could be a little bit harder to hit. I mean, it's a maneuverable ship and it's also smaller than some of the other ships I've been coming up against. And I should put a bit more power to my weapons so that I can take his shields down. There we go. And the good thing is I can just kind of blaze away with these missiles now because I've got a few left over, so let's see how that goes. Well, that worked. He dead. Bye-bye. And I know cool guys don't look at explosions, but I guess I'm not that cool. So, well, I mean, I know we haven't actually seen very much combat from this, and now that I've kind of blown my load with the torpedoes, we can't really see much more with the torpedoes, but I've got to say, missiles seem to be far superior, basically. I mean, you might have to fire more of them to get the same damage, but that doesn't matter because you've got more of them. I mean, I've still got 2 left to fire, and there's another 16 after that in each missile rack, so realistically, I've got to say, I can't really see why you would use torpedoes at the moment. I mean, it could be that they do massive subsystem damage or something like that, so I mean, maybe say on a large ship I could target the reactor or something and just take that out nice and easily. Let's go and take out this hauler while I'm rambling on for his massive 500 credit bounty. But yes, I mean that could be a conceivable use for them, but at the same time I don't see why you would use torpedoes instead of missiles. That was a little bit too fast. I was actually hoping I'd pull up and I was going to see what the missiles did to his shields. Let's actually do that while I get around him. There you are. He's just cruising along, no idea of what's about to happen. Let's see if I can get a nice shot here. It'll be embarrassing if I miss this. Alright, there we go. So yeah, as expected, didn't take his shields down. Let's put another lot into him. Down to 56% hull. And I'll just wait for my missiles to reload. He's still flying in a straight line. I'm not quite sure why. But oh god, I missed. I'm the worst pilot ever. And this should do it, I think. That barrel roll. I'm so bad. There we go, he's dead. Alright. I just spent more in ammunition killing him than his bounty was worth, but whatever. So, well, yeah. So that's the dumbfire missiles. Obviously we do also have heat-seeking missiles, which would work much in the same way that the torpedoes did. Like you would lock on. I don't know if I'll be able to lock on now that I'm out of ammo, but you saw me locking on anyway previously. Yeah, I can't lock on. But anyway, you do have the option of using heat-seeking missiles, but they do cost a lot more credits. They're basically double the cost of the dumbfires, and I think that they do less damage as well. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure it's worth using them. The dumbfires aren't difficult to use as long as you're very careful with how you take your shots. Like, as long as you follow that lead indicator and you don't take shots at long range, that'll be fine. And of course, the dumbfires as well, they're not vulnerable to countermeasures or anything like that, with the exception of a point defense turret, I guess. And well, maybe there is one countermeasure that works against them, although I don't think there is, apart from that. Anyway, but yeah, so I think dumbfires are probably the way to go, realistically, especially when you're choosing between torpedoes and missile racks. I would definitely go missile racks from what I've seen today. I think the torpedoes just have too much going against it. The fact is, you've got that massive credit cost for a single torpedo, 15,000 credits. Then you're carrying, you've got 2 torpedo racks, or 2 torpedo, what are they called? When I get to the right fire group. No, don't want to do that apparently. Pylons, I just saw it flash up. So when you've got 2 torpedo pylons, you've got 2 torpedoes. I mean, for what I saw, the damage that they do, it just isn't enough. Because you're sacrificing 2 other weapons basically to carry those torpedoes. So yeah, I really can't see the point of it if I'm honest. But well, there we go. So that was interesting, at least for me. I've never used torpedoes before, so that was pretty cool. I wonder if this guy's going to just run straight into me. Yes, he is. I kind of helped him along there by pulling up a little bit. But anyway, well, so I think I'll end this one here. So that is torpedoes versus missiles. Something to think about, I think, especially if you're going after big ships like Anacondas or whatever. Dumbfires are definitely good for that that damage, but torpedoes probably not so much. So yeah, until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.